Game 2 of the 2023 Single A Western District Tournaments here in Level, and it features the number 4 team out of the Northwest, the Lander Legends, taking on the top seed out of the Southwest, the Green River Knights. Good afternoon, everybody. Elan, Olliff, and Aaron Pulling coming to you live from the Union broadcast booth here in Cowley, Wyoming. As we get set for this one, the winner of this game will play Cody tomorrow at 11:30. The loser of this game will play at 4 o'clock against Rollins in an elimination game. And really, the stakes could not be higher in that situation. So if you're either one of these teams, Aaron, you want to get the job done here this afternoon.
Yeah, you want to get off to a good start. You want to win that first game. You want to feel good about yourself heading into day 2 when, you do need one more win technically on day 2 to get through to the state tournament. But you're probably more focused on trying to win this whole entire district tournament, get that 1 seed. So it'd be a great start for both these teams to get off to a win, get off to a quick start.
It's the Big Country Properties pregame show brought to you by Big Country Properties and Bobby Dalzell. We make it happen. We come back. We'll have our scene set today on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation. It's the 2023 Single A Western Districts Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzell, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District No. 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District No. 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Fresh and flavorful ingredients are what makes the best restaurants great. At El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant, each entree is prepared with only the freshest and tastiest ingredients. The menu includes everything from tacos to steak, fresh fruit waffles to omelets, and mouth-watering burgers to sandwiches. Come in and enjoy a meal today at the new El Paso All-American and Mexican Restaurant inside the Log Cabin on Bear River Drive.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth and to Cowley, Wyoming for our scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. Well, Lander comes in as the number 4 team out of the Northwest quadrant, Northwest Division, whatever you'd like to call it. It is a packed division with, of course, the 2 best teams in the state at this moment in time, Cody and Powell. Powell they are the number 1 team in the state. Cody probably sitting around number 2. And Lander had to play 4 games against those guys, so don't take any number 4 seed to be super serious, as they look to be a challenge to the number 1 seed in the Southwest. That is the Green River Knights. Got it via tiebreaker with the Evanston Outlaws. Tiebreaker was runs allowed in conference games, and Green River won that one by a total of 5. So Green River swept Rollins 4-0 and lost their only 2 conference games on the back half of the conference doubleheaders to the Evanston Outlaws. That is your scene set today, brought to you by El Paso All-American Mexican Restaurant. El Paso, the best in the West. We come back, we'll have more of our pregame show brought to you by Big Country Properties with Bobby Dalzell. Pregame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation. It's the 2023 Western District Single A Tournament on mylocalradio.com.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Napa know-how isn't just for guys like this. Power tools. Every driver deserves quality parts. Practical and cool. So you can do it yourself with Napa Auto Parts or get it done for you at a Napa Auto Care Center. Which means Napa know-how is for you, karaoke car lady. And never popped a hood guy?
I can pop a hood.
You too, Mr. Park a mile away. Oh yeah. Do it yourself or have it done for you. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how. Covalos, your one-stop farm and auto shop.
Helping young people grow into productive adults is like putting a puzzle together. Each aspect of life is equal to one puzzle piece. Restful sleep, a healthy breakfast, a positive experience at home before school sets the tone for the whole day. Positive student interaction with teachers, district staff, coaches, and peers all add to the puzzle. At Uinta County School District Number 6, we work hard to make each puzzle piece meaningful and powerful for every student. By working together, we can help every student grow into a masterpiece. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
Hey there, I'm Jake Major, your local Medicare and insurance benefits advisor for the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. With over 25 years of experience protecting families in rural America, we understand the importance of having an affordable insurance coverage. Whether you're searching for extra coverage or looking to understand and switch your Medicare options, I can help you find a range of top-rated insurance companies and tailor-made packages based on your needs. Call me, Jake Major, today at 307-209-4685 and let's discuss your insurance options. We're the Bullock Agency of Wyoming when benefits matter.
Moving on in our pregame show, it's usually about the time we'd have the Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming pregame coaches show, but unfortunately because of tournament format, we were not able to get an interview with the coaches. However, we did have a short conversation with Coach Ben Lale, and it looks like they are going to be throwing out the young man who got the job done against Evanston last Wednesday night. That would be Ashton Eldridge. So that is the Bullock Agency Jake Major pregame coaches show. And we are ready to move on into our Varsity Inc. starting lineups. We don't have starting lineups, but we do have the rosters. And when you look at this roster, of course, with Lander, Braden Breaker, he's going to be behind the dish. Carter Noseep's out there. Brody Moffitt in the outfield. Luca Kramer, he is your starting pitcher for the Lander Legends. And, of course, a good-looking team here for Lander, good-looking size, as this is their first year at Single A. For Coach Ben Lale and the Green River Knights, seems to be a old hat, them taking that number one seed out of the Southwest. Of course, you got to keep your eye on the Lale brothers, Ben and Bracken Lale. But Ashton Eldridge is going to be definitely someone to keep your eye on. Of course, he's the big righty on the mound for Coach Lale, wearing number 29. There he is right there. And that is the team rosters presented by Varsity Inc. Varsity Inc., we're on your team in downtown Evanston. On to the top of the first. We're going to reset that Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. That 12-0 score is left over from the Cody Rollins matchup. And let's go ahead and run through the starting lineup for the Lander Legends with the help of our good friend, Mr. Aaron Poling.
Good friend is way too nice. But leading off is Joel Beaver playing shortstop, catching Braden Baker batting second, Ty Martin in center field batting third, Luca Kramer pitching, cleaning up, Carter Noseep batting fifth at second base, Cody Cunningham playing first, bat sixth, Justin Whelan in right field batting seventh, Hunter Caden at third base batting eighth, and Bode Moffitt rounds out the starting lineup for the Lander Legends.
Eldridge, the tall righty, gets us started in a swing and a ground ball to the first baseman. Taken over to first in time for out number one by Skylar Lee for one pitch, one out. Doesn't get much more really good than that for Ashton Eldridge.
No, I mean, if you're a pitcher on the mound, if you're Ben Lale, you're loving seeing that your pitcher gets the first out of the game in one pitch.
Here comes the pitch. Swing in a foul ball for Braden Baker for strike number 1. As the wind begins to pick up a little bit here. So 2 pitches and an out and a strike for Ashton Eldridge. The 0-1 from the 5th-year man up high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, apparently he's human.
Braden Baker, of course, his first at-bat here in the postseason. This is the first year for the Lander Legends, as we mentioned, as Eldridge holds the glove above his face, kicks and deals. Swing and a chopper down the third base line, fielded by Welch. Throw over is going to go over Skylar Lee. Baker will round first, heads for second, and pulls in on the air.
That's a do-or-die play there for Welch, as you're either going to come up, get that ball on the run, throw it, make a great play, or else something like that's going to happen. I mean, that's a real tough play for Welch.
First error in the ball game, and it's going to Lander Welch. That'll now bring up Ty Martin, the outfielder for the Lander Legends.
Got to imagine it's going to be an infield single with an error tacked on for Baker.
Eldridge from the stretch now comes set. Keeps an eye on Baker at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss way out in front of that one for strike number 1.
That's a breaking ball that Eldridge features right there. It is a very solid pitch, and he is not afraid to throw it in a fastball count either.
His last postseason in an American Legion baseball uniform. 2 years as an Evanston Outlaw. And now this is his 2nd year as a Green River Knight. Next one outside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Gotta love the experience on the mound. Gotta love having a kid that's been in American Legion for 5 years, starting game 1 for you.
Eldridge, definitely one of the more well-known starters in the single A as he kicks and deals. 1-1 swing and a fly ball into center field, caught by Rennig. They double up the runner at second to get the inning-ending double play. Baker strays too far from second. Great throw by Rennig to Lale, and that'll end the inning. No runs, and Green River will get their first crack at it right after this. It's the 2023 Single A Western District Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
At High, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Bottom of the first inning, and let's go and introduce you to the starting lineup for Coach Benjamin Lale and the Green River Knights.
Yeah, 1 second. Leading off, playing left field is Q Leibolt. Q Leibolt and left. Batting second, doing the catching, is Ben Lale. In center field, who just completed a double play, Chris Rennig. Lander Welch, the third baseman, bats fourth. The pitcher, Ashton Eldridge, will be in the 5th spot. Jace Paoli plays right field, bats 6th. Dallin Bushelman is playing second base and will bat 7th. Skylar Lee in the 8th spot playing first. Brecken Lale will play shortstop and round out the order for the Green River Knights.
Luca Kramer on the mound for the Legends. Cunningham at first, Noseep at second, Keene over at third, Beaver in the shortstop, Moffitt in left, Martin in center, and Wieland in right. That'll set the stage for Q Liebelt of the Green River Knights. Almost at Green River Wolves. It's not quite football volleyball season yet, but it is the Knights now.
Yeah, just about though. Holy cow, we're going to get done with all these tournaments and suddenly I'm going to turn around and it'll be back to Rich Rebel volleyball.
Back to Randolph with you. First pitch from Kramer to Liebelt. Outside, ball 1.
I want to touch on something in that last half inning. This is playoff baseball, and giving away outs when you're hitting is crucial. Giving away that double play, you take away an RBI opportunity from your cleanup hitter getting doubled off like that.
The 1-0. Up high and in, 2 balls, no strikes.
And who knows, down the road, that could be the difference in this game.
Winner of this game will play Cody at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. The loser will take on Rollins in a loser out game against the Generals at 4 o'clock. 4:30 actually. 2 balls, 1 strike to Q Liebelt. Kramer lifts the leg and deals. Up high, 31 count.
What you want to see out of your leadoff guy. See a few pitches. Get deep in a count.
Comes set. And the 31 to Liebelt. Swing and a fly ball into left field as that one will drop over the head of Moffitt. Liebelt rounds first, heads for second, and he will get the stop sign from Coach Ben Lale and a leadoff double for Q Liebelt.
Yeah, you're probably never upset that your leadoff hitter gets a double either, as that was a really good swing. He put it into that left center field gap as the wind kind of kept pushing that one away from the left fielder. As if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, the wind is pushing on the screen. The wind is pushing out towards right field, I think.
It's kind of switching a little bit. It's kind of blowing straight towards home plate now as it's a direct headwind for Ben Lale, the son of Coach Ben Lale. He's the catcher. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Wonder if that was on purpose. Both named Ben. But yeah, the wind is swirling, and you kind of noticed it in that first matchup. There was a pop-up to the catcher where the catcher for Cody kind of ran in circles trying to get under the ball.
Runner on second is Liebelt. Lale swing and a fly ball into left field foul territory. That'll be strike number 1.
Not only is he named the same as Coach Ben Lale, but he's also the winner of the hair versus hair cornhole match. That hopefully we'll get to talk to Coach Lale about sometime later in the week. Still a sensitive topic, I think.
Ben Lale, of course, up right now. The 1-1 to Lale hits that one up high. Ground ball to the shortstop. Lever throws over to first in time for out number 1. Meanwhile, Liebelt gets over to third.
That's a great team at bat there from Ben Lale. He moves that runner over, and it was really impressive to see him get on top of that one as he swung at a pitch that was probably about chin high. Gets on top of it, hits a shortstop, hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop has to move to his left. You're taught as a runner on second. If the ball's in front of you, go back. If it's behind you, go. Great base running from Liebelt as well.
Here's Chris Rennig, his first at-bat of the postseason. First pitch from Kramer, breaking ball, falls in the window for strike 1. Good-looking pitch there from Luca.
That was a good pitch. That was real nasty. I mean, even from where we're at, we could see that one moving. And we're kind of at an angle.
Kramer with the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Staying on deck, Lander Welch, and then the pitcher, Ashton Eldridge, in the hole for the Knights.
This is a big run at third base.
Of course, that is Q Liebelt. The 0-2 on the way. Swing and a foul ball, and it'll hold. No balls, 2 strikes.
Infield is playing in here in the first inning. This kind of shows you how important Lander thinks this first run is. Trying to cut that run down on a ground ball in the infield.
Finding themselves in a similar situation as Rollins, where Green River is capable of piling some runs on. The 0-2 on the way, swinging another foul ball. But if you remember that first game, Rollins really couldn't let that first run come in because that's when it kind of snowballed for Cody. Landers might be feeling the same situation here.
It'll be interesting to see if Coach Lale has the contact play on at third, meaning the ball on the ground, the runner's going automatically.
0-2 on the way. Swing and a chopper down the third base line. Foul. Great moves there by Liebelt to avoid getting tagged.
Kids watching at home, that is why you take your third base lead in foul territory. If it hits you, it's a dead ball. If you're in fair territory and it hits you, though, you're out.
Still an 0-2 count to Chris Rennig, trying to set the stage for the cleanup man, Lander Welch. 1 down, runner on third, that's Liebelt. The 0-2. Breaking ball up high, misses, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a good little battle right here from Rennig. Fell behind 0-2 and he keeps fouling pitches off.
The pitch to Rennig. Swing and gets under that one. Lifts it into shallow right center field, and that is going to be caught. What a play by Noseep at second base.
That is the example of the wind right there as Noseep ran back. Looked like he was underneath it, and the ball just kind of kept getting pushed away from him. Great concentration from Noseep, as that is a huge out on what is not really an easy play.
I'll bring out Lander Welch, and now if you're the Legends, you can dream about getting out of this inning without any damage. But here's the dangerous cleanup hitter.
Not out of the woods yet, though.
Yeah, for the team from Sweetwater County, first pitch up high and in, 1 ball, no strikes. Ashton Eldridge, who we saw have some absolute power in Evanston a week ago, stands on deck. The 1-0 on the way. Fastball outside, 2 balls, no strikes. Another thing, it's pressure now on Baker. Anything gets past him, they're definitely sending Lee Belt home.
If you're Kramer here, you don't have to give in. You can continue to try to nibble at the corners.
2-0. Swing and a fly ball into right field. That's down, and Green River strikes first on an RBI single by Lander Welch.
It's a great piece there by Welch, just flipping it over the second baseman's head to drive in the run. That's a huge, huge, huge at-bat in this contest.
I'll now set the stage for Ashton Eldridge. Of course, Eldridge, the former Evanston Outlaw, has playoff experience there. First pitch to Eldridge down in the dirt. Good stop by Baker.
Yeah, Baker really got his shoulders out in front of that ball to make sure that ball hit him in the chest protector and went straight down. That is exactly how you teach it. Great job behind the plate from Baker.
Eldridge also a college returner. So this is his last year in American Legion. The 1-0 down low, gets behind Baker. Runner takes off for second. Throw to second is not going to be in time as Welch is in there standing up.
Welch did a terrific job that time anticipating the ball in the dirt. As soon as he saw that ball hit the dirt, he was gone. Great secondary from Welch.
2 balls, no strikes, and this is a good opportunity here for Green River to stretch that lead out. They lead 1-0 after the RBI single by Lander Welch. He's now standing on second after the stolen base. 2-0 to Eldridge. Swing and a chopper past the third baseman into left field. Here comes Welch rounding third. They're still chasing the ball down in left field, and Welch scores. Eldridge at first.
It's a big, big hit from Eldridge. He was ahead in the count 2-0. Took a hitter's swing at it. Chopped that one into the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Sometimes it's more about where you hit it than how hard you hit it, and he does a great job there of driving in that second run.
Here comes the king of the pink bat crew. It's Jace Paoli.
Is that an official title?
I think so. I've seen him enough with that pink bat.
I respect it. Looks like Mother's Day in the majors.
Yep. So the Knights lead 2-0 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Kramer delivers the first one to Paoli. Baker with the stop. Ball 1. Reminder, winner of this game will play Cody tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. in our first game of day 2. The loser will play in the next game at 4 o'clock against Rollins in a loser-out game. Someone's season will come to an end this evening here in Cowley. Next pitch finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Good-looking speed there from Luca Kramer.
It's a good spot inside. A little bit of an unlucky inning for Kramer as only the first hit of the game has been really hit hard.
Next one, swing and a miss. That one down low. Sent him fishing. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
For Kramer, you can get out of it 2-0. We know this Lander Legends team can put up runs. They are a very, very solid offense.
1-2 on the way. Away from him, and we got a ballerina count, 2-2.
But if you're Green River, you know that as well, and you want to keep tacking on because, honestly, insurance runs are free, so why score less?
Swing and a fly ball into left field. That drops foul, and we'll hold 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And you'd be surprised how often in tournaments those tack-on runs will either come back to either save you or come back to haunt you for not putting more up.
2-0 lead for Green River here in the bottom of the first. Next pitch up high, and it's a full count.
So Eldridge will be unleashed at the first base. He's going to be off on the pitch, 3-2, 2 outs.
Jace Paoli, the batter. Luca Kramer, the pitcher. The payoff. Walked him, and it's runners on first and second for the Knights as they have come out ready to go here in the first inning. I'll bring up Dallin Bushelman, the outfielder. Or sorry, the second baseman, I believe. And time called by the Legends. Let's see what they want to do here.
I imagine it's just to settle Kramer down. Just get that one last out that's kind of eluded him for the last few batters. Sometimes that first inning is the toughest one to get through as a pitcher. You don't feel settled in, you don't feel in a rhythm, but how often have you seen where a really good pitcher, a team's best pitcher, comes out, gives up a couple runs in the first inning, and throws up 0? So if you're Kramer, you want to focus here, get this out, and see if you can continue to keep your team in this ball game, because you got to imagine in Legion baseball that 2 runs probably isn't going to win them the game.
Bushelman, the batter, but on deck is the dangerous Skylar Lee. So he steps into the batter's box, and we're ready to go with runners on first and second, 2 out.
There's a big hole between first and second with the second baseman holding the runner at second.
Swing and a miss at one. Foul tipped into the glove. He hangs on for strike 1.
It's the kind of swing you want to see at the first pitch. You're not trying to tap it down the first baseline first pitch, you're trying to drive it, and that's exactly what the swing was.
You go 1. Up high and in, nearly taking a piece of that gray helmet with it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nothing like postseason baseball, let me tell you.
Not at all.
Every pitch matters. Every move that these managers comes into play. 1-1 swing and a fly ball into center field. Caught by Martin, who runs up and makes the play. And the inning's over, but not before Green River puts up 2. It's 2-0 Knights on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. After 1, you're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Wyoming Single A Western District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe.
Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Do something good for yourself. Give your home a new look. At Kazine's Furniture in Evanston, their friendly staff will help you make your home a peaceful and beautiful place to be. Comfortable furniture, appliances, artwork, lighting, and accessories work together to create an enjoyable and inviting atmosphere in your home. Make your living and sleeping space a wonderful place to be. With brands like Serta, Ashley, GE, and more, visit Kazine's Furniture at 941 Front Street in Evanston.
Kazine's Ace Fan Cam brought to you by Kazine's Ace in Hardware in Evanston, Wyoming. Ace is placed with helpful hardware for folks. A chance to spotlight our great fans as the 0-1 is tipped into the glove of Ben Lale for an 0-2 count. And there are some great fans here. Of course, Lander Valley, about a, probably 3-hour drive away. Green River, probably around a 4.5, 5-hour drive away. Big thank you to Kazine's Ace for giving us a chance to spotlight our fans of American Legion Baseball, especially here in the Single A West. 1-2 count to Luca Kramer. Swing and a fly ball into center left field. And that will get down as Kramer rounds first, heads for second, and will pull up with a great stand-up double to lead things off.
Great piece of hitting right there from Kramer as he stayed on that fastball. He's laid on a couple of them. And that time he was able to catch it just a bit earlier. He's able to plop that one down in the left center field gap for a leadoff double. That's huge.
That brings up the man. That brings up the man who's probably made the best defensive play of the game so far. That's Carter Noseep from Lander. Had that leaping catch at second base back in the first. Eldridge comes set with a runner in scoring position here in a 2-run ball game. First pitch to Noseep outside, ball 1.
If you're Eldridge, you have a 2-run lead. Not saying forget about the runner at second, but your focus here is to get an out. If that runner moves up, he moves up, but you want to try to keep him at second if possible.
Pitch to Noseep. Up high and in, 2 balls, no strikes.
It's a great count for Noseep to hit in 2-0. Looking for one pitch, one spot, whether you're sitting curveball or sitting fastball. You want that pitch to be in your red zone where you hit the ball the hardest.
Cody Cunningham on deck for the Legends. Eldridge comes set, and the 2-0. Swing and a miss, that one outside. Tried to get him fishing away. 2 balls, 1 strike. Great cutter there from Eldridge.
And that would be the cut that you want to take if you're Noseep, as he took a hack at that ball.
Eldridge comes set. And the 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eldridge down 2-0 at one point. Now 1 strike away from finishing off this at-bat.
It's a great bounce back from Eldridge. Job's not done yet, though.
Level at 2, the pitch. Swing and a foul. It'll stay 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He tipped that one just off the top of the glove.
Eldridge offering on the 2-2. Swing and a fly ball into shallow right field. That's down. They send the runner. Rounding third is Kramer, and he will score on an RBI single by Carter Noseep.
What a piece of hitting that was from Noseep. Eldridge went to the curveball. Noseep stays on it, flips it to right field, and that is the way what you are supposed to do. 2 strikes with a curveball. Just hit that thing to right field, and he's able to flip it over the first baseman's head for an RBI single.
Here's Cody Cunningham. His first at-bat of the postseason. Throw back to first to check up on Noseep. He's back, no problem.
Not enough kids use that right side of the field the way Noseep did right there, and it makes you so much better of a hitter.
Next pitch, outside part of the zone for strike 1 as Eldridge hits that.
If you're able to use the right field, use right field as a right-handed hitter, it makes you a lot less predictable as a hitter, and it also makes you better because now you're using the full field.
Eldridge comes set, the 0-1. Down in the dirt, good stop by Ben Lale, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Lale behind the plate right there did a good job sliding to get in front of that one, letting it hit his chest protector, and rolling those shoulders forward. That is a huge key for all the catchers at home.
1-1 on the way. Swing and a foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If you're Eldridge here, you're way out in front. You don't want to give up anything too good to swing at. Try to find one of the edges of the zone.
Comes set. And the 1-2. Outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes, and an explosion of enthusiasm from the Lander dugout.
That's a really good 1-2 pitch there.
Eldridge comes set. Throw back to first, check up on Noseep, and Noseep back, no problem. I think that was more just to kind of maybe break up the momentum or break up the rhythm of Cunningham. Eldridge comes set, the 2-2. Swing and another foul ball, and a hold.
It's a good battle here from Cunningham. As with 2 strikes, he's fouled off a couple of pitches.
On deck, it's Justin Whelan for the Legends. And in the hole, Hunter Keene. Next one, breaking ball, finds a zone. What a pitch from Ashton Eldridge.
It's a good curveball there.
I'll now bring up Justin Whelan, his first crack at it. With a runner on first, that is Carter Noseep, who had the single, who just poked that one beautifully into right field.
See if Lander gets Noseep moving over there.
Eldridge delivers first pitch inside, fastball for strike, or ball one rather.
You don't have to send him on a straight steal. You can do a hit and run here if you trust Whelan at the plate. If you think he's good with the bat, has good plate coverage, a good hit and run where he try to hit the ball to the right side would be a great thing here for the Lander Legends.
Eldridge with the 1-0 finds the zone. Great job there by Ben Lale, also on the receiving end.
Framed it.
That's what catchers are supposed to do.
Exactly.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Does a good job holding that wrist firm and just leaving it there for the ump to see.
1-1 on the way. Found it again, and a great fastball there from Eldridge. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Justin Whelan with Hunter Keene on deck and Bodie Moffitt in the hole.
As a catcher, you're supposed to battle for every strike you can get your pitcher. And I love that's what Lale's doing.
The 1-2. Down in the dirt. Great stop by Lale, who this at-bat has been a kind of a clinic by him.
Wow, this whole inning. Honestly, both catchers have been very good. Lale for Green River and then Baker for Lander.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Justin Whelan. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's back-to-back strikeouts for Ashton Eldridge. Matter of fact, that is 2 strikeouts for him in the entire game, so he's starting to kind of groove a little bit. Now we'll bring up Hunter Keene. Eldridge started out the game pretty efficient. 1 pitch, 1 out. As that first pitch is a swinging strike.
This is a big at-bat here in the scheme of the game, as this is the 8-hitter. If he can get on base for Lander, that's huge because now your 9-hitter has an opportunity to drive in a run, and it also clears you for the top of the order. For Green River, it also allows you to have the leadoff hitter if you get him out.
1 ball, 1 strike. And on the Knights side, it's a big one because if Ashton Eldridge can go throw 3 strikeouts in a row, then he's going to settle in, and he is very difficult to hit off when he's settled in like this. Eldridge comes set, and the 1-1. Finds the zone. Someone said beautiful from the crowd, and couldn't agree more with that comment. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunter Keene.
Living on the edges of the plate. Hard to get hurt there.
The 1-2 on the way. Breaking ball misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
It's a good take there from Kane.
Eldridge definitely trying to get him to chase there, but he says, no, you're going to have to bring it a little bit closer.
It's a good 1-2 pitch as well.
Carter Noseep on first, 2 down. The pitch, swing and fly ball into shallow left center field and caught by Rennig, who calls off the shortstop Ben Lale, or Brecken Lale rather, for out number 3. So 1 run comes in, and it's a 1-run game. We'll see what Green River has to say about it in the bottom of the second. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Wyoming Single A Western District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Elan Olliff and Aaron Poling coming to you live from Cowley, Wyoming. Bottom of the second inning here in game number 2 of the 2023 Western Single A Regional Tournament. Green River versus Lander. Knights on top 2-1 over the number 4 team out of the Northwest. And a good part of the order due up for Coach Ben Lale. It's Skylar Lee, Brecken Lale, and then Q Liebelt, who is 1 for Yeah, 1 for 1 on the day. As Luca Kramer goes out for inning number 2 of work.
So I didn't think Kramer pitched bad in that first inning. He got a little unlucky. He gave up the leadoff double, which is a really good swing, but outside of that, I don't know if anything was crushed.
Skylar Lee leading things off, the number 8 batter, so it'll be 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Knights.
Bottom of the order could be a big difference maker here for the Knights.
First pitch to Lee up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, winner of this game plays Cody tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. The loser will play at 4 o'clock this afternoon against Rollins. Winner will move on in the tournament. The loser, their season is done. Up high, 3 balls, no strikes.
This is a great at-bat to lead off the inning from Lee. He's taken a couple of pitches. They're decently close to the zone, laid off one at his eyes.
Come set. And the 3-0. Up high and in, 4-pitch walk to set things up for Green River to start it out.
A little baseball statistic, because they're full of those. The leadoff walk typically comes around to score about 80% of the time. So for Lee, that's a great at-bat.
That'll now bring up Brecken Lale. As Kramer going to reset some things. And something's up, so there must be something going on with the mound. They're kind of filling in a hole. As Brecken goes back, gets a helmet tap from his dad, of course, Coach Benjamin Lale.
So what was going on there is the umpire has to be able to see the rubber. If you can't see the rubber, how does he know when a pitcher's engaged on it? So he has to be able to see the rubber, so he cleaned it off.
Runner on first, that's Skylar Lee after the 4-pitch walk. First pitch to Lale. Swing and a drive into left field. That is going to get down for a base hit. And the Knights trying to string it together.
So there is 2 trains of thought when you walk to the plate after a 4-pitch walk. Either you're going to try to ambush him on the first pitch because you get something right down the middle, or you take. And that time, Brecken Lale decided he was going to ambush, and ambush he did with a base hit.
Here comes the leadoff man, Q Liebelt, 1 for 1 on the day. Had the double, showing bunt. Pulls it back, throw down to third, and nope, fakes the throw to third was Baker. And Lee will stay at second.
That's good base running from Lee. There's nobody there to, cover second base. So they can't back pick you, but you got to watch this time to make sure the second baseman doesn't stay home.
First pitch. Swing and a fly ball into left field, and that's in for another hit. And Coach Lale says, let's load the bases, hold up.
That's a good read there from Lee. Couldn't tell if it was going to be down right away, so he hesitates. If you're unsure as a base runner, you would much rather have to hold you at third for the 2, 3, 4 hitters than you being unsure, taking off, trying to score, and the ball being caught, being picked off at second.
Here's Ben Lale, 0 for 1 on the day. And the pitch. Catches the zone outside for strike 1.
It's a great pitch there from Kramer. That's a good start on that outside corner. It's real tough to drive that pitch if you're a right-handed hitter.
Bases loaded with Knights. Lee at third, Brecken Lale at second, and Q Liebelt at first. Next pitch in the zone and an 0-2 count to Ben Lale with Chris Rennig standing on deck. And Lander Welch, the cleanup man, and the hole. Lale chases that one and pops it up over the glove of Nosip at second. 1 run's going to score, and they're just going to go station to station. What a piece of hitting by Ben Lale.
Again with the base runners. It looked like the second baseman Nosip had an opportunity at that play. I mean, he made a pretty good play in the first inning, so the respect for Nosip at second's what kind of held up the runner Brecken Lale, but once again, nobody out. You don't want to run into an out.
First pitch to Chris Rennig, catches the zone for strike 1. 3-1 now, Green River. As Kramer checks the runner at third, the 0-1. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Another high-pressure situation for Braden Baker at the catcher's position. Can't let anything get past you. The 1-1 on the way. Swing and a fly ball into left field, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That last at-bat from Ben Lale is an example why you get 3 strikes, because those first 2 pitches he got was a nasty breaking ball in the outside corner and a fastball dotted down and away. Finally got something to handle and flips it into right field.
Pitch to Rennick. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's out number 1.
It's a big strikeout there from Kramer. Now a ground ball double play can get you out of the inning. Oh, any double play.
Lander Welch 1 for 1 here in game 1 of the playoffs for the Knights. Bases loaded still with 1 down. First pitch to Welch. Outside, great stop by Baker for ball 1.
Baker is getting a workout behind the plate today.
The 1-0. Swing and a chopper headed towards the shortstop Beaver. Throw to first in time for out number 2, but the runner comes in to score. Brecken Lale, and it's 4-1 Knights.
What a play that was from Beaver at short. I mean, that had infield single written all over it. He charges, fires on the run, does not hesitate. If he hesitates, he's not going to get him. Great play from Beaver as that picks up the second out of the inning.
That'll bring up Ashton Eldridge. Another perfect 1 for 1 today. Here in the bottom of the second. First pitch to Eldridge. That gets away from Baker. Here comes Liebelt. Throw is not going to happen, and Liebelt scores. Runner advances to third. That is Brecken Lale.
That'd be Ben Lale.
Ben Lale, sorry. Brecken scored.
It's Lale.
So now it's 5-1 Knights with a ball to Eldridge. 2 balls to Eldridge. Swing and another drive into left field. That's down. 1 run scores. Eldridge heads for second, and he's in with a 2-out stand-up double.
That ball was roped. As Eldridge picks up an RBI there, that drives in Ben Lale as the Knights go up 6-1 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard.
4 runs scored here in the second inning as I'm going to bring up Jace Paoli. Worked the walk, I believe, the first time up. First pitch to Paoli. Swing and a fly ball deep left field, and that one will go over the head of the center fielder who ranged over to get it. Here comes Eldridge to score. Paoli headed for third. Now he's caught in a rundown, and he'll get back to second, no problem. But back-to-back RBI doubles for the team from Sweetwater County.
That was some good breaks there from Paoli as he was hitting the second base bag. It looked like the shortstop was coming to. Shortstop had the ball to cut him off. He goes. That could be an out at third. Instead, he's in scoring position for another at-bat.
Here comes Bushelman.
As we're going to get a moment for the Lander Legends to talk about it.
As this one has busted open here in the second. 5 runs for the Knights here in the bottom of the second. And that's not the manager, that's the pitching coach, so they're going to stick with Kramer. But right now, if you're the Legends, you got to get going, otherwise you need to mentally prepare for a loser out game against Rollins at 4 o'clock.
I don't think at 7-1 you start to think about that, but what you do start to think about is getting out of this inning, getting your bats back to the plate, because a lot of this damage has come with 2 outs.
That'll now bring in Dallin Bushelman, call him Debo. Bushelman, 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to left field last time up.
With this at bat, the Knights have officially batted around here in the second.
So he ended the last inning. First pitch to Bushelman. Strike one at the knees.
It's a good take from Bushelman. It's a really good pitcher's pitch from Kramer. On the first pitch, you're really not going to do much damage with that. Live to see another pitch.
Kramer delivers. Up high in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner at second is Jace Paoli, who had the second of 2 back-to-back RBI doubles for the Knights. The 1-1. Down low, 2 balls, 1 strike. Tell you what, though, Paoli is being active over there at second.
Yeah, he's getting a real aggressive secondary, which you'd love to see that out of the base runner. You just got to be ready for a back pick, though. That could happen at any time.
Kramer comes set, the 2-1 on the way. Down in the dirt, 3 balls, 1 strike to Bushelman. Skylar Lee stands on deck.
Let off the inning with a walk.
3 balls, 1 strike to Bushelman from Kramer. Catches the zone, full count, 3-2.
Didn't look like what Bushelman wanted. That's a great 3-1 pitch in a hitter's count. If you're Kramer, pitching backwards a little bit there.
Kramer with the full count pitch. Swing and a slow roller back to the pitcher. Throw over to first. He overthrows first base. And here comes Paoli to score. Bushelman to second on the error, and it's 8-1 Knights. An absolute offensive explosion for Green River.
It's tough if you're Kramer. You get off the mound quickly, get to the ball quickly, you turn, you throw it, and unfortunately it just kind of slips out of his hand.
Here's Skylar Lee. Lee, as you mentioned, led off this inning with a walk. Here in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on second, that is Dallin Bushelman. The 1-1. Inside, runner goes for third. Throw goes past the third baseman. And Bushelman thought about taking off for third. Instead, he'll just hold at third.
It looked like the catcher, Baker, had him at third. I think that ball beat him to the bag. Just unfortunately, they couldn't haul it in. It's good effort there in left field from Moffitt, though. He comes hard. He charges hard. If he doesn't charge hard, that's another run on the board for the Knights.
Runner on third now is Dallin Bushelman. Brecken Lale stands on deck. And the 2-0. Down in the zone. Got away from Baker. Here comes the throw home. Is not going to happen. Bushelman slides in. Baker couldn't track that ball down in time, and it's 9-1 Green River.
It's a tough break for Baker behind the plate. Ultra aggressive there from Bushelman as Baker's able to pick it up. He probably has him at the plate as he would have had that ball about halfway between, but Bushelman forcing the issue. And sometimes when you force the issue, you will get paid off.
3 balls, no strikes to Skylar Lee. Finds the zone, 3-1.
Lee's still looking for a pitch that he likes. It's got to be the one he wants in his zone where he hits the ball the hardest.
Of course, he led off the inning with a walk, so. Then another walk.
Well, draws 2 of them in the same inning.
Now bring up Brecken Lale. He's 1 for 1 with a good single earlier in the inning. 7 runs coming across the plate for Green River here in inning number 2. Kramer comes set. First pitch to Lale. Swing and a miss way out in front of that one for strike 1.
Lale ambushed him last time, so this time he starts him off the breaking ball, gets him to chase.
Oh, 1 count. Swing and a fly ball into left field. And that's caught by Moffitt, and the inning is over. So 7 runs come home for Green River, and they lead at 9-1 going into the third inning, brought to you by Unity and Vision. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Western Single A District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Trust, hard work, and experience is what you'll find at Brian's Muffler Shop in Evanston. Quality work at a great price. Brian's Muffler is the perfect fit for oil changes, stock and performance mufflers, and Anderson hitches and accessories. Call Brian's Muffler today, 789-7021.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
Bodie Moffitt to lead things off here in the top of the third inning. Swing and a grounder right at the second baseman. Can't make the play, as that one was hit hard and it just comes off the second baseman. Can't throw over to first in time. And he's safe at first to lead off the inning.
You know, that's great hustle from Moffitt. The game hasn't gone quite the way that Landers wanted it to, as they're down 9-1. But Moffitt's not giving up there. He could have pouted after hitting that ball on the ground, but instead runs it out.
Bring up Joel Beaver.
Grounded out to the first baseman unassisted his first time up.
This is for a ball. Throw back to first to check up on the runner, and he's back in time, no problem.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how coaches feel about those pickoffs up 8.
1-0. Swing and a fly ball into foul territory. The first baseman, Lee, almost gets to it in time to bring it in, but it'll fall for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, Lee actually overran that ball. It's kind of a big sky here in Lovell, and what I mean by that is the ball, when it goes up, it gets a little bit of a visual effect where the ball, I think, comes back a little bit more towards the infield than players think. 'Cause that's the third one we've seen today in foul territory, overran like that.
And we've seen a lot of quality ball players do that. 1-1. Great stop by Lael for ball 2.
But back to what I was saying about the coaches on the pickoff up by 8. So, I mean, the odds of keeping someone out are real low, but I understand you don't want to start taking things for granted.
2-1. Swing and hammered into left field. That'll get through for a base hit.
It's a great piece there.
Runners on first and second with nobody down. And here's Braden Baker. So runner on second is Moffitt. Beaver on first after the single.
If you're Eldridge, though, can't get upset. I mean, you got 2 ground balls in the inning. Unfortunately, they weren't converted. One was hit right in the right spot. It's exactly what you want to do as a pitcher.
First pitch to Baker, who is 0 for 1 on the day. Swing and a miss that one up top for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're If you're Baker, you try to want to lay off that one. If you're Eldridge, though, you want to keep that in your memory bank. You get to 2 strikes. It's a good spot for a 0-2 fastball.
Eldridge on the 0-1. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a great pitch to go with that high fastball right there. That breaking ball. It starts at about the top of the zone and breaks a little bit out of the zone. Just missing there. It's a good pitch from Eldridge. It's a good take from Baker as well.
Eldridge with the 1-1. Swing and a miss up high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he's gotten both strikes on the high heat. Do you go back there?
I think you go back there one more time and then follow it up with a breaking ball that starts at the top of the zone. Or you could switch the order if you want. Change the eye level.
Eldridge with the 1-2. Low and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, you got to imagine this fastball is going to be up and in where the last 2 were.
He's gotten 2 swinging strikes induced off of that. And the 2-2. Up high and out. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
So what that tells me is that maybe that pitch was a little further off the plate than I thought, but that Baker has a hard time laying off on the high and in fastball, but not the high and away fastball.
And the 3-2. Runner goes for third, but it doesn't matter. They walked him, and the bases are loaded.
That's a great adjustment in bat for Braden Baker. You get chased 2 fastballs high above the zone. Those last 2 pitches were fastballs above the zone. He was able to lay off. You got to tip your cap to the kid who was able to make that adjustment in the same at bat. That is something you don't see real often at this age.
That'll now bring out the Green River coaching staff. Coach Lael still in the dugout, so this isn't a change. This is probably just a, hey, this is what we're seeing right now.
Probably telling, personally, if I was out there, I'd tell Eldridge, hey, outside of that last at bat, you've done your job. You got a ground ball. Unfortunately, they reached on the air, and then you got a ground ball into the 5-6 hole for a base hit. Just keep attacking the zone. You're up 9-1. It's the district tournament. I mean, statistics don't matter. You give up a bunch of runs. Oh, well.
But as long as you win it.
Exactly. So go after the hitter. You have an 8-run cushion. If the gap starts to tighten a little bit, then maybe we go and start trying to nibble on the edges again. But just go after them right here.
It's okay to give up 6 runs as long as you win 7 in the take 7 in the postseason. First pitch. Catches the outside part of the zone. Strike 1 to Ty Martin. He's 0 for 1 on the day.
But I'm sure as a coach, you'd much rather just let's go ahead and get this done as smoothly as possible.
Eldridge with the 0-1 to Martin. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
You know, if it's real close, Coach Lael might rip his hair out.
Gosh. But
I've been waiting for that one.
The 0-2 on the way from Ashton Eldridge. Thought about chasing outside. Wisely holds up 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a good take from Martin there. That's a breaking ball. It started about thigh high. You know, thigh high right down the middle of the plate. If that's a fastball, it's a pitch you want to crush. But when it breaks off a table like that, he's able to hold up.
Bases loaded. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the third, nobody out. 1-2. Swing and a fly ball into center field. Caught by Rennig. He'll throw it in, and 1 will score for Lander. Sacrifice the out for the run if you are the Knights.
So Moffitt, he went on contact. He was off the base when that ball was caught. He had to run back, tag, come home, and score. There's an opportunity there for the Knights to try to throw him out at home, but I like them holding the ball, keep it first and second, let that 1 run score, because that 1 run ultimately does not hurt you.
Eldridge. Comes set. Ashton with the first pitch to Kramer. Misses for ball 1.
I was just about to mention that. Bases loaded, nobody out. Big part of the game. If the Legends could have scored a run without giving up an out, that would put them in a great spot. But Eldridge gets the out, but the Legends get the run.
1-0 on the way. Down low, great stop by Lael 2 balls, no strikes. Also, another thing to keep an eye on is the fact that the runners at first or at second didn't go at all, so they don't have a runner in 90 feet away for another potential sacrifice RBI situation for Kramer.
Yeah, I thought the Knights played that really, really well.
The 2-0 on the way. Catches the inside part of the zone to the lefty. 2 balls, 1 strike.
They may have been able to throw him out on the relay at home, but if they do that and they don't get the out, now it's suddenly runners at second and third with nobody out instead of runners at first and second, or excuse me, with 1 out. So I like the way they played that.
Eldridge checks the runner with the 2-1. Up high, 31 count to Kramer, trying to load the bases back up for Carter Noseep, who's on deck.
If you're Eldridge, I'd say probably fastball, belt high down the middle, and just live with the results. Like, you don't want to walk people. Walks are poison.
Eldridge comes set. And the 3-1. Swing and a fly ball into left field. Liebelt makes the catch and the runners hold.
And he did exactly that. He gave him a good fastball to hit, and Kramer put a good swing on it. But unfortunately for Kramer, he hit it right at Liebelt, who hadn't played perfectly. I don't even know if he moved his feet, just reached up and caught that ball. Probably couldn't throw it to him better if you were playing catch.
Here's Noseep, who's batting 1 for 1 today. He's the one that had that poke single into right field. That right here could do some damage.
And you know, I really like Luca Kramer's approach. He's had 2 at-bats, and he's tried left field both times, 1 for a double and 1 for a hard line out.
Runners on first and second. First pitch to Noseep. That gets away from Ben Lale. Runners will go 1 base only.
That's a big pitch here. I mean, now you have runners at second and third. Base hit could score 2 for Noseep, who has a hit to his name already today.
Especially if he pokes it into right field like what he did last time. Eldridge agrees on the sign from Lale. First pitch stopped by Lale. 2 balls, no strikes.
I've also noticed that Eldridge, I think he's much more effective out of the windup. I think he's more comfortable out of the windup than he is from the stretch, as he seems to be a little bit more in command when he has the full windup.
And the 2-0. Outside part of the zone, beautiful looking pitch from Ashton Eldridge. Eldridge, the 2-1 to Noseep. Swing and a fly ball into shallow right center field. And that goes in and out of the glove of Paoli. That's going to score 2. And on the error, Noseep stands at second.
It's a good swing there from Noseep. Paoli, I thought he was tracking that ball pretty well, but the last second it hit the tip of his mitt.
That makes you wonder, is the sun really affecting some things over there in right field today?
Yeah, I mean, that's where the sun would be most effective.
Cody Cunningham now. He is 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch to Cunningham. Swing and a miss at high heat for strike 1.
Got Cunningham looking in the second inning.
Loser of this game plays Rollins at 4 o'clock. In an elimination game, we'll have that game live on mylocalradio.com as well. Pregame scheduled for about 3:45. Pitch. Foul ball, 0-2 count, says he just gets the bottom of the bat under that one.
If you're Eldridge, you can't think about that. Just got to come back, try to get this out.
Lone runner on second, that's Carter Noseep with a 2 RBI appearance. Oh, 2. Swing and gets under that one, and that one will go foul over the Union broadcast booth. 0-2 count.
That was a lot further hit than I thought it was. I was bracing for impact
too.
On the canopy above us.
Cunningham waves that bat around off of his right shoulder. The 0-2. Foul tip and down onto the ground. Can't hang on to it.
Got just enough of that one.
Eldridge. 0-2 to Cunningham. Another foul, and Cody Cunningham continuing to battle.
Well, if Ben Lale behind the plate would have popped up, that ball hit the pad and popped straight up, never hit the ground. Wouldn't have mattered, but would have been cool. I don't know if you remember Joe Mauer used to do that thing off the brick wall where he would backhand snag it without looking. I always thought that was the coolest thing in the world.
0-2. Strike three looking, and Eldridge gets out of the inning, but three come in the top of the third. It's 9-4 Green River on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Wyoming Single A District Western District Tournament, live on mylocalradio.com.
I'm Kendall Roberts with the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. Whether your car is a classic car or a new one, buckle up every time. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hard-working staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
Green River leads by 5 going into the bottom of the Uinta Iron Vision third inning, where our vision is to improve yours. Leading it off for the Knights, it'll be the top of the order, Q Liebelt, Ben Lale, and Chris Rennig. The 3 to go for the team in green, up by 5.
You're Luca Kramer here. You team just got you 3 runs in the top half of the inning. You want to shut the door here. If you can shut the door, try to carry some of that momentum into the next inning. If you're the Green River Knights, you want to halt that momentum. You want to get out here. At least score 1. Try to answer back.
Here's Liebelt into the batter's box. Q Liebelt, of course, he is 2 for 2 today with 2 runs scored as well, doing exactly what you want your man at the top of the order to do.
He's had a couple really, really good at-bats, too. Not only did he double to lead off the game, he saw 6 pitches and doubled. Or make that 5, excuse me.
Kramer comes set, and Luca delivers the first one to Liebelt. He'll try to swing at the first one offer, puts it into foul territory. Cunningham makes the catch for out number 1.
You know, it's a great job there from Cunningham. I know he was really upset that he struck out in the last inning. I watched as he walked back to the dugout. He, looked like he gave a little yell to himself, and then he left it in the dugout. Didn't take it with him to the field. Makes a play there. Nice little running play in foul territory.
Here's Ben Lale. First pitch to Lale, down in left field. And Lale, they're sending him 2 as that one rolls behind the outfield, and Lale with a 1-out stand-up double.
It's a good piece of hitting there, ambushing on the first pitch, getting a pitch he liked, and driving it over the third baseman's head.
Here's Chris Rennig.
Back to that Cunningham play, though. We've seen a couple times where players have overran the ball. Cunningham very calmly was able to get underneath that one and snag it.
Rennig 0 for 2 today. First pitch in the dirt for ball.
It's a great stop behind the plate from Baker again.
Kramer with the 1-0. Swing and a fly ball into center left field. That is going to get over the head of Martin, the center fielder. Here comes Lale, and he is going to score, and a slide into third. It's an RBI triple for Chris Rennig.
He ran right through the stop sign of his coach, but when that ball is in left center field like that, as a base runner, when you hit second base, you can see it, so you have a really good gauge on whether you can make it or not. Rennig, against his coach's wishes, heads into third base, though. I'm sure Coach Lale won't mind that one. If he gets thrown out, though, it's a whole nother story.
To say, it's one of those, it worked, so it's okay. We might have to ask him about that a little bit later on.
Maybe that's some of the things as a coach that, you tear your hair out over.
Kramer, first pitch to Lander Welch, misses for ball one. Lander Welch 1 for 2 today. Good to see him bounce back after going, I'm pretty sure he went 0 for in the doubleheader against Evanston we saw last Wednesday. Actually, it's probably in that book.
Yeah, probably.
The 1-0 on the way to Welch. Takes a high ball, puts this one into shallow left center field, and it's off of Martin, who tries the diving attempt, going in for 2, and it's an RBI double for Lander Welch.
That was a great team at bat right there from Welch as he hits a fly ball. Would have been deep enough to score on a sacrifice fly. What an effort, though, from Martin, as I didn't think there was a chance that they were going to get to that ball at all. Martin got his glove on it, unfortunately. Just couldn't quite haul it in. 11-4, Green River on the Heritage Auto Evanston scoreboard.
Here comes Ashton Eldridge. Eldridge has been swinging a hot bat as of late. First pitch inside for ball one. He's 2 for 2 in this one.
Second RBI of the day for Welch.
1-0 on the way to Eldridge. Swinging a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
If you're Kramer, you have anything slower than that, I would try that right here as Eldridge was way out on his front foot on that pitch.
And the 1-1. Outside away. Good pop up there by Baker to get that one in mitt.
And if you're Eldridge, helping his own cause, he gave up 3 in that top half. He can drive in this run here. That's 3 in the bottom half to get them all back.
Eldridge, booming ball into left field. This could be trouble, and that is clear for landing. 2-run shot. Ashton Eldridge helping himself out.
Or you hit it over the fence and you get 4 back, go up +1 in the inning. What a swing that was. Eldridge, in a favorable count, got a pitch low, went out, got it, crushed that one.
Ashton Eldridge. Well, nothing like pitching your way into a good one and then helping yourself out. And I think, unfortunately, though, that is the end of the day for Luca Kramer.
Yeah, I thought he pitched better than what his scoreline's going to say. A couple of plays weren't made for him in the field, and he's unable to bounce back from that. I mean, sometimes things happen. You give up home runs. I mean, to Ashton Eldridge, he absolutely unleashed on that ball. It might not be the end of the day for him as
I think
still talking it over.
Yeah, I think it's one of those, hey, we got to just shake that off. Down by 9.
Well, if you're Lander and you have any ideas of coming back in this game, you cannot allow one more run. You don't want to go down 10. They will have another crack at it in the 4th and the 5th, but you'd just much rather not give up any more.
They're keeping him in, so I like this. I like showing faith in this young man as you're right, he has not had a horrible game. Just some plays in the field have not been made for him. And now here comes Jace Paoli for the Lander Legends. 1 down. Base clearing knock by Ashton Eldridge sets up Jace Paoli next first pitch. Upstairs and in for ball 1.
Yeah, now imagine me and Paoli trying to follow that. I mean, I've always thought if a kid hits a home run, his next at bat, he's try to drop a bunt down, really try to catch the defense off guard.
1-0, misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. You just got to remember, and this is where Coach Shalale, I'm sure, had a conversation with him saying, stay within yourself. We don't need you to go do that. Just keep the inning alive. 2-0. Catches the outside part of the zone for strike 1.
And this is a real patient at bat for Paoli. After a home run, you want to try to jump the pitcher. He's been real patient here.
2-1, fouled over the Knights dugout off of first base line. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I also like to see how pitchers respond after giving up a home run.
Mm-hmm.
Are they afraid to attack the zone, or are they coming right back for more?
Breaking ball misses way up high. Full count to Jace Paoli.
That one popped out of his hand.
Dallin Bushelman on deck. Skylar Lee in the hole. Up high, and it's a full count walk.
It's a way to keep the pressure on from Paoli.
Now up number 16. I'll now bring up Dallin Bushelman. 0 for 2 today.
A couple of players from the Lander dugout running out to the bullpen, so I imagine they're going to get their bullpen ready and start warming a pitcher up.
First pitch to Bushelman, gets behind Baker, but he finds it quickly. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, winner of this game will be done for the day, and they'll play Cody in the district semifinal. Next pitch up high and in, 2 balls, no strikes. Play Cody in the district semifinal at 11:30 tomorrow morning. The loser will play Rollins in a winner moves on. Loser, their season comes to an end this evening type matchup.
Yeah, there's instructions going down to the bullpen to warm up faster. I think Kramer's day is getting close to the end. I mean, he's looking over the dugout after every pitch.
81 pitches as that finds the zone for strike 1. So that's 83 now, actually.
And it's 83 in 3 innings, too. Mm-hmm. If you spread that out over 7, it's not a big deal. Over 3, that's a lot of work for a pitcher.
3-1 on the way. Swing and a pop-up into right field. That is caught by Whelan, and it's 2 down. Good pitch there by Kramer. As you can tell, he's running on fumes right now. That brings up Skylar Lee. So he'll step in. Looking for his first at-bat of the game.
I think Baker's just giving time for the pitcher out in the bullpen to warm up a little bit more as he took his time heading to the mound to go talk to Kramer.
And here comes the skipper. I think this is going to be it for Kramer.
I also like what he's doing here. He's coming to the umpire to tell him that they're going to make the move. Well, they're also pulling someone out of the game, so he has to. But you go to the umpire, you tell him to make the move. It allows your kid to throw a couple more pitches in the bullpen, as the Legends have done a good job here, taking their time to allow that pitcher to get warmed up.
Well, we'll have a new pitcher for the Legends when we come back after this. You're tuned in to the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Wyoming Single A Western District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats and Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
It's a great time to check out the digital banking options at Trona Valley Federal Credit Union and skip the trip. Members who enroll in digital banking can make deposits remotely, check bank balances, transfer money between accounts, make loan payments, and use automatic bill pay options. You can even connect Quicken or QuickBooks to your Trona Valley digital banking accounts. Learn how digital banking with Trona Valley Federal Credit Union can make your life simpler. Stop in today. Member NCUA. Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Whether you're looking for strong, high-quality cement for construction, sand and gravel for road base, a cement trough or critter ladder for your livestock, or steel fabrication, including custom towing packages, bumpers, and other vehicle accessories, you always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Coulter Heikkila, the new pitcher for the Lander Legends, in a 1-2 count against Skylar Lee. Next pitch, chopper down the third base line, gets past the third baseman Keene, and runners advance to the corners.
Good hustle there by Leaks. That ball ricocheted right to the shortstop. If Lee doesn't hustle that down the line, they have an opportunity to get him on what would have been a 5-6-3 put out.
2 down. 4 in for the Knights as Brecken Lale comes in. First pitch misses for a ball. Lale 1 for 2 today.
And with this, for the second inning in a row, the Knights have batted around.
Ball misses down the dirt. Taken off for second is Skylar Lee. Instead of runners on the corners, is now runners on first and second.
Baker is working hard back there behind the plate. There's been a lot of pitches in the dirt for Lander, and he's done a great job stopping the majority of them.
2-0 out in front of that one, swinging a miss for strike one.
It's a great curveball in the hitter's count there from Heikkila, as it looked like Lale was sitting dead red fastball, got the curveball and was out in front of it.
Heikkila comes set. 2-1. Misses down low, 2 balls. Or sorry, misses down low, 3 balls, 1 strike. Trying to avoid loading the bases here if you are Heikkila. 3-1. And that's exactly what's going to happen, though, as Lale works a walk. And now, here comes Q Liebelt, the leadoff man, 2 for 3 on the day.
Yeah, led off the inning with a pop-up to the first baseman. And if you're on the mound, walking the 9-hitter is a cardinal sin of pitching. And it's nothing against Brecken Lale. It's just you don't want to put a runner on base right before you get to the top of the order.
First pitch to Liebelt. Swing and a pop-up into right field. That's down. It's an RBI for Q Liebelt. It's going to be 2 as 2 runs come in. Brecken Lale gets a face full of dirt at third. And there's runners on the corners. 15-4, Green River. They have pounced and they have struck here in Game 1 of the postseason for them. How many runs on 2 outs here in this game for Green River? That's something that we'll have to check up later on. Ben Lale, first pitch to him. Breaking ball down the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes.
I'm looking at the book, so I could probably tell you that. Give me about, I don't know, I'm not good at math, so give me 5 minutes. I'll figure that out for you.
1 ball, no strikes. Coulter Heikkila with Brecken Lale on third, Q Liebelt on first. We'll see if Liebelt moves, but with 2 down, I doubt it. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 6 runs coming in for Green River. They had 7 in the second, so this is back-to-back big innings for the Knights. Next one down in the dirt. There goes the runner for second, and he's going to reach on defensive indifference.
So it's going to be 5 runs with 2 outs for the Green River Knights. That's an incredible number.
In this inning or in the entire game?
In the entire game.
Okay, so that's
I mean, it's a third
of their runs,
yeah,
which is very impressive. 3-1 count to Ben Lale. Chris Rennig, who had a huge hit last time up, stands on deck.
Talk about that piece of hitting from Liebelt, though. Just flips it over the first baseman's head, using the whole entire field as he doubled to left field.
Lale walks and the bases are loaded. Here's Chris Rennig, who had himself a very productive at-bat, an RBI double, I believe. And I think for the 3rd inning in a row, they've batted around.
Well, it's going to be negatory on the Redding double because that was a triple because he
right,
ran through the stop sign.
Yep.
And then they batted around. Liebelt led off the inning, so they batted around when Brecken Lale stepped to the box, as they've been very, very, very effective offensively.
You feel for Coulter Hecla being put in kind of a very tough position, had runners on, and sometimes in baseball, a team becomes a boulder rolling downhill, and it's very, very difficult to stop them. Nothing on Hecla right now.
Well, he got the pitch to lead that he needed to. Got the ground ball. Unfortunately, couldn't get out of the inning. And the single from Leibel wasn't crushed either. It's just a good piece of hitting where he flipped it over into the outfield. Sometimes you make great pitches in the offense. Sometimes better offense just wins.
And that better offense has definitely been Green River today. 15 runs. And they're looking to just get to the 5th with this lead as that one misses 2 balls, no strikes. Or the 4.5 since they are the designated home team. Come set. 2-0 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
That's a huge cut there from Rennig. You know, you're up in the count, bases loaded. Why not?
2-1. Down the dirt, knocks the mask off of Baker. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, that hopped up and caught him in the mask.
Hecla needs to calm down. Take a deep breath, just relax. No place to put him. If you are Hecla.
I think Coach Lale brought Rennig over to give Baker behind the plate a little bit of time to breathe because the ball popped up and got him in the mask, and that does not feel good.
And he's been working hard today. 3-1 up high, and they walk one in. 16-4 Green River. And now here's Lander Welch to try to keep the party going for the Knights.
Well, good old-fashioned Shane McMahon, money, money, money as he walks to the plate. Doesn't love a good WWE reference.
Swing and a chopper at the shortstop, fielded cleanly by Beaver. Throw to first in time, and the inning is over. But the Knights equal their second inning with 7 runs, and they lead it 16-4 on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. We'll be right back after this as we end the Uinta Iron Division 3rd inning on a first Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Single A Western District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
Dad, I heard that human eyes can distinguish between 1 to 10 million different colors. Is that true?
That is true. The human eye is amazing. We use our eyes not only to work and learn, but also to simply enjoy the beauty that surrounds us. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we care about each individual's eye health needs. Whether a person is looking for computer glasses, polarized sunglasses to assist in outdoor hobbies, contact lenses, or has general eye health needs, we are here to listen to our patients' thoughts and concerns to help them enjoy their amazing eyes.
Call today to schedule an appointment. 789-3937.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions, 133 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
You're invited to come in and visit with the team at Cache Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley today. Our customers are our friends. If you haven't ever been in, stop in today. We'd love to get to know you. If you haven't been in for a while, stop in and let's get caught up. And if you were here yesterday, come back again soon. You always have an open invitation to visit the crew at Cache Honda Yamaha, where our customers are our friends, on US 91 between Logan and Smithfield.
Welcome back to the Union broadcast booth, top of the 4th inning. And it's been Green River Nighttown here in game number 2 of the 2023 AA Western District Tournament as Green River leads by 12. Leading things off for the Lander Legends will be Justin Whelan. First pitch to Whelan misses for ball 1.
You know, for Lander, though, offensively, it hasn't been the issue. They've been pretty good offensively. I mean, four runs in 3 innings is really, really good.
The 1-0 on the way. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, in most games, you have 4 runs at this point in the game, you're squarely in it. It's just they have seen a buzzsaw of an offense in the Green River Knights. 7 runs in the last 2 innings for the Knights. Each, 2-0 on the way, down low, 3 balls, no strikes. And now Ashton Eldridge going to have to get back in the groove. Had a long layoff on that top of the bottom of the third inning.
That you went to Envision third inning.
Yep. 3-0 on the way. This is down low, and it's a 4-pitch walk to help out Justin Whelan.
Well, for Eldridge, you got a nice little trotting around the bases to try to warm up again.
Here's Hunter Keene.
If you're Lander, though, no time to, feel bad for yourself. You start pouting, feeling bad for yourself. Next thing you know, it's going to be game 2, and you're fighting for your life at that point. So you want these last at-bats. These last at-bats are huge. You want to try to continue to work, grind, and get ready for the next game.
Eldridge comes set. And the pitch. Swing and a fly ball into center field. And caught by Rennig for out number 1.
It's a good swing by Keene. Unfortunately, just hit it right at Rennig.
So Ashton Eldridge follows up the 4-pitch walk with a 1-pitch fly out.
That's why when we talked about the school of thoughts after a 4-pitch walk, that's why I prefer personally to take a pitch, just because sometimes when you make that first pitch out after a 4-pitch walk, going back to the dugout, it stings.
Bodie Moffitt. First pitch fouls that one away for strike 1.
It's a little behind that. It was a good cut, though, from Moffitt.
Moffitt 0 for 1 on the day.
Yeah, he reached out an error, but he also scored a run.
Comes set, the 0-1. Swing and a light ball into right center field, caught by Jace Paoli, who ranges over and makes the catch from right field for out number 2.
That's great baseball all around. Moffitt, pitch on the outside corner, hits a line drive into right center field. Paoli with a great jump, runs it down. If you're Moffitt, though, you have to be happy with that swing. Sometimes in baseball, the result isn't what you want, even though you had a great swing. You have to remember, great swings equal great at-bats.
Here's Joel Beaver. First pitch to him, chopper right at the shortstop. Lale goes to 2 to end the inning, and smart play by Brecken Lale. That'll end it. 1 hit, but nobody comes in. Green River leads 16-4, heading into the middle of the 4th. You're tuned in to the 2023 Single A Western District Tournament presented by First Bank of Wyoming, or did they just call this game? I don't think so. Okay, we'll be right back with the bottom of the 4th right after this.
This presentation on mylocalradio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Risk takers, adventure seekers, optimists, authentic people with the fire in their belly and greatness in their hearts. You'll find them here, in a place where the spirit of the cowboy lives and thrives.
I am a cowboy.
I am a cowboy.
Soy vaquera. The world needs more cowboys.
High Club back out there for the Legends here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And right now, if you're the Knights, they do have the 10 after 5 rule. So if you're the Knights, see what you do here and then go get 3 outs and book your ticket against Cody tomorrow at 11:30 a.m.
If you're the Knights, though, you still want to continue to tack on runs.
Yep.
It's not It's not like the Lander Legends can't score 3 runs in an inning. They've already done it so far today. So, I mean, just because you're up by 12 does not mean that the 10-run rule is going to come into effect automatically. You're going to have to earn it. And why not tack on more with Ashton Eldridge leading off?
Coulter Heikkila, a young right-hander, now faces off against his counterpart pitcher, the 5th-year Ashton Eldridge.
It'll be interesting to see how Heikkila attacks him.
Heikkila gets his first clean inning where he gets to kind of start it out his way, and he starts off with a good-looking strike to Eldridge.
Attacks him on the inside corner after a home run. Pitchers tend to shy away from the inside part of the plate. Then a nasty breaking ball 0-1 as Heikkila has him out 0-2. I think Eldridge wanted to deposit that one into left field again.
All right, now you can kind of sense that the Green River Knights are telling him not to do too much. It's very addicting, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, if he would have straightened that one out, that one went foul. But, I mean, that was still a pretty good swing on the ball. Eldridge is a strong enough kid. He doesn't have to try to crush it for it to go out. If he just makes contact, there's a good chance that he's going to put a big rip on it.
0-2, chopper right back at Heikkila at the mound. Gloves it, throws it over to first in time for out number 1.
And that's how baseball works. So sometimes you hit the ball about 385 feet for a home run. The next time you hit the ball 25 feet to the pitcher because you just missed it.
That'll now bring up Jace Paoli. Really impressive at bat after the home run by Eldridge. Works a walk against Kramer. First pitch up high for ball 1.
Yeah, it's always interesting at this age how the next at-bat goes, how the pitcher attacks the kid who hit the home run.
Next one finds the outside part of the zone for strike 1, and Heikkila looking to show that, hey, if I've got my inning, I can be pretty lethal. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2.
Well, back to what I was saying, it's interesting to see the next at-bat, how the kid who hit the home run comes back, how they pitch to him, how his next at-bat goes. I always joke if I ever had a home run in baseball, I'd probably bunt the next at-bat.
That's a foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. As he fouls that one towards the dirt. Lucky to miss his toes.
But bunting was far more part of my game than home runs were when I was in high school. So
the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss at 1 high for strike 3 and out number 2.
You know what, for Heikkila, this is a little bit of an audition to start the next game.
Absolutely. He's only thrown 29 pitches, so he's definitely got a little bit to work with. That'll bring up Dawson Peterson. He's pinch hitting. First pitch to Peterson. Fouls that one for strike 1.
Not waiting around off the bench and taking a hack. Gotta love that.
Standing on deck is Kovic. 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2, and it looks like Coach Lael might be getting ready to sit the number 1 guys. As the 0-2 comes up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He's probably just getting some kids some at-bats. I mean, it's always valuable to get that young kid a postseason at-bats. That way next year when it's their turn, they're ready.
1-2, chopper across the third baseline, foul. And Aaron, let's talk a little bit about this Green River team and how they have matured over the season. At the beginning of the season, we heard, you know what, this team is going to be good at some point. They're really, really young, but really they've rounded into a fine ball club over the last few weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talked about them getting much better, and we talked to Coach Lael about them getting better as the season goes out. It just kind of seems how it works over in Green River. If you listen to our Rock Springs Evanston broadcast from a couple weeks ago, we had Coach Lael on during an interview, and he talked about how sometimes this team gets off to a slow start, but they usually pick it up, and that's what they've done at the right time. You want to play your best baseball heading into the postseason.
3-2 on the way. Up high, catches the top of the zone, and Heikkila. Have yourself an inning, young man, as that'll take us to the 5th. It's 16-4 Green River. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Single A West District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, EAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
All right, Ashton Eldridge, 3 outs away from getting Green River into the district semifinals against Cody tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Green River needs to score 3 in order to keep the game going. First pitch is taken for a strike by the leadoff man, Joel Beaver.
Yeah, if you're Eldridge, just attack the zone. Attack, attack, attack. That's all you want to do.
0-1 on the way, down low, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And quite frankly, you want to try to get this inning done in as few pitches as possible. But Eldridge is at 71. I'm not real sure if he'll be able to come back in the tournament. He's done his job, but you want to be efficient here.
1-1 on the way, swing and a miss. Unloaded on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
But you also have to think, not only do they have the district tournament this week, they're also playing for the state tournament next week. So if you can get this done in under 80 pitches, that guarantees he'll be back for that state tournament.
The 1-2 on the way. Well, really, either way, though, no matter what, he'll be back for the state tournament as that starts on the 26th, so 7 days away.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Your tournament's another day away than mine. So I'm going to the AA tournament, and that starts a day prior.
2-2, swing and a miss for strike 3 and out. Number 1 here in the top of the 5th.
Yes, that's exactly what you want to do if you're Eldridge. Attack, attack, attack the zone. Got the strikeout there. One down.
Braden Baker, the catcher, due up. Or check that. That's Ty Martin actually due up. 0-2 count, first pitch. Misses for a ball. I don't know why I said 0-2 count. I meant one down, 2 to go for the Knights. The 1-0 on the way. Up high, 2 balls, no strikes. Eldridge. 2-0 on the way. Swing and a foul ball over the Union broadcast booth. That'll be strike number 1.
Some of the Rollins generals behind us starting to get ready for the next games. It looks like they will play Lander, barring an incredible comeback.
Chopper down the third base line, and that is in for a 1-out single for Mr. Martin.
You add that single to a sacrifice fly RBI that, Martin's had in the game. And unfortunately, his first at-bat, he crushed a line drive into a double play. But, he's had himself a pretty good day at the plate, I've thought, Ty Martin.
Here's Coulter Heikkila, his first at-bat of the game, batting left-handed against the right-handed Ashton Eldridge. First pitch to Heikkila. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
So a lefty replaces the lefty in Kramer, as that has been the only left-handed at the batter in the lineup is this 3-4 spot. There we go, cleanup hitter.
Eldridge comes, sets around the belt, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Eldridge just going right at him. We'll see if he continues to do so or tries to induce a chase.
I got to imagine I got to go fastball here. Don't mess around with it. Fastball, top of the zone. Heichel is a little bit behind it. If he catches up to it, then maybe you drop the hammer on him with the curveball. But right now, I think fastball, top of the zone.
0-2, down low, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Don't necessarily mind changing the eye level either.
Runner on first is Martin with 1 down. Here in the top of the 5th. 3 runs needed by Lander to keep this game going. Swing and a miss for strike 3 and out number 2.
And there's that fastball, top of the zone. Dan Price, who does color commentary for the Detroit Tigers radio booth, maybe not anymore, but used to do it for a long time. He talks about the art of pitching, which is moving the ball up and down, in and out. And right there, Eldridge did a good job. Got 2 strikes on the outside corner. He makes the batter look down with that breaking ball and then gets him at the top of the zone.
Here's Carter Noseep, 1 for 2, swing and a miss for strike 1. Eldridge finding himself 1 out away from sending Green River to the district semifinal. 0-1 on the way. Down low, great stop by Ben Lale. Probably more important than sending them to the district semifinal, whittling their magic number down for state to 1 win.
Also, you only use 1 arm.
Yeah, that's incredibly important for Coach Lale. Eldridge comes set, and the 1-1. Up high, throw to third, or to first rather, to try to check up on Martin, and he is back without a problem.
Yeah, just eat that one. You're up by 12. The best thing that can happen is what happened is you catch the ball, throw it back, maybe get the pick off.
2-1, chopper to the shortstop. Lale bobbles it, throw to first, not in time. And Noseep is on once again.
But the reason I say that is the score is so wide that the risk to reward for that situation, you throw that ball down the right field line, the run could score, where you might about 0.5% of the time get the out.
So Noseep reaches on the air, and that'll bring up Cody Cunningham, 0 for 2 today, with runners in on first and second. He represents the run that needs to score for Lander to keep this game going inside. 1 ball, no strikes. If this score holds up, Lander will play Rollins, and a winner will advance to the next round. Loser, their season is done this evening here in Cowley. That game starts at 4 o'clock. 1-0 on the way. Catches the zone for strike 1.
I think that's when Ashton Eldridge is at his best. When he can dot that fastball on the outside corner, move it inside a little, move it to the inside part of the plate as well, where he gets himself in trouble. Sometimes the ball leaks back over the plate on him.
1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Cunningham. The 1-1. Chops that one down the third base line. Foul, and Lander's down to their final strike.
But when he can live on that outside corner, it makes him really effective. He's hard to hit. You'll get ground balls if they make contact at all. You can't really drive that pitch. Eldridge is 1 strike away from sending his team to the semifinals.
Eldridge comes set. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Ashton Eldridge with a postseason masterpiece. And Green River takes game 2 of the tournament, 16-4, your final score on the Heritage Auto of Evanston scoreboard. Don't go away. We'll be right back with our post-game show. You're tuned in to a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2023 Single A West District Tournament live on mylocalradio.com.
Water testing, community enhancement grants, seedling trees and wildflowers, classroom lessons and specialty workshops, composting and conservation of water and soil. The Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve Uintah County residents. Visit our website today, uintahcountycd.com.
I buckle up because there's been too many fatalities around our house where somebody would have survived if they'd been wearing their seatbelt.
I definitely wear my seatbelt to keep him safe.
I wear it just for safety.
I buckle up because my mom makes me.
I buckle up to set a good example for my kids and to make sure they stay safe.
Getting home safe to my family.
I buckle up because it keeps me safe. Go Pups, buckle up!
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Cowley Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Cowley Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Cowley Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
Degree or certification. Earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. From insulation and scaffolding to paintings and coatings, our crews are standing by to assist with new construction, maintenance projects, facility shutdowns, and more. Contact us today to ensure your assets are protected and functional. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
Freeway Tire offers a nationwide service protection plan that covers service parts and labor on select systems, keeping your vehicle on the road. Plus, it includes coverage for towing, lockout service, flat tire changing, fuel, oil, and water delivery service, and jump starts. Knowing that your vehicle is covered at over 50,000 dealer locations nationwide provides that peace of mind wherever you are. Get the details. Visit Freeway Tire and ask about the service protection plan. Freeway Tire, 217 Bear River Drive, Evanston.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
Welcome back to the Union Broadcast Booth, our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Your final score, it's 16-4 Green River, 2 in the first, 7 in the second, and the third, and that's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston. Our Dr. McKay Franco Precision play of the game, it's going to go to, let's see, double check, one of...
Doesn't have to go to Eldridge for the home run, you know.
The Eldridge home run is awesome, but I don't know that triple by Renning when he blew past the stop sign, as we're going to talk with Coach about that in a minute, might do it. But yeah, Ashton Eldridge gets your Dr. McKay Franco Precision play of the game with the 2-run shot. He's also your Pepsi player of the game, brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi player of the game brought to you by Western Wyoming Beverages. Pepsi, that's what I like. And now joining us in the Union Broadcast booth, we have Coach for the Green River Knights, Mr. Ben Lale. Of course, this interview brought to you by Jake Major with the Bullock Agency of Wyoming. And Coach Lale, you guys came in here, and looking at the bracket, it looks like one of those situations where you win game 1, you're in pretty good shape to be playing in Sheridan next week.
Absolutely, man. Anytime you come into any district, state tournament and give yourself a shot at the next day, that means mission accomplished. But this game's over, and we got to gear up. We got Cody tomorrow, and we'll be ready for them, hopefully.
Cody, of course, just beat Rollins in a 12-0 game there. So you got a chance to watch them a little bit. What was kind of the big takeaways you guys prepare for Cody?
You know what? They've been around for a long time. They've won for a long time. They've got a mindset that they're one of the best teams in the state. They're good. We're excited. We're excited. We're young. Our boys haven't seen that very much. So, like I've said on the podcast once or twice, we're a little young and dumb. So hopefully they just come play their baseball game. They play their baseball game like you've seen today. We can swing it. We can play with anybody, but we're also Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde at times too. So we'll see who shows up, and we look forward to tomorrow.
So your offense, they came to play. The sticks came alive. Can you just talk about your guys' approach and how you guys decide to come out here and just rake?
You know what? My coaching staff's fantastic. I got Brandon Peterson over there and Cole Marquez, and we live in the batting cage. Cole's taken under his wing to just throw as many pitches at him as they can. We talk approach all day long. We got in good counts today. We got in fastball counts, and that's what we look for. And they mashed, man. I'm happy for them. I'm excited for them. But like I said, tomorrow's a new day too. So hopefully we can have that same approach, that same mindset, and we go beat them.
So Ashton Eldridge is your guys', I'd say he's your fifth-year leader, as you know he is back for his fifth year. He comes out, pitches a really good game, only allowed one earned run, and then smokes a home run. Can you talk about the leadership that Eldridge provides?
Yeah, I mean he's a college kid. We've known what he brings to the table. When he goes, we go a little bit. You guys seen it last week in Evanston. When he throws, we're a really dang good baseball team. And then him swinging it right now, I mean, it looks like a watermelon, and he's a big, strong kid. Even when he gets fooled a little bit, he's going to hit it on the screws, and you've seen that today. He hit the heck out of it, but, 1 through 9 hit the heck out of it, and that's what I'm most excited about, proud about. If we swing like that, we can play with people, that's for sure. That's the name of the game. We've talked about it plenty of times. We field the baseball, we throw the baseball, and hit the baseball. If that happens, good things are going to happen.
So your team played a very clean game today. As a team, not much as a coach that would really make you want to tear your hair out. But can you just talk about how your team played pretty clean?
We did play pretty clean, man. I think a lot of that goes with my catcher behind the dish. He controls the game. He does a great job. Like I said, he controls it, and we just make the plays. So
that's Coach Benjamin Lail. Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the big win. Best of luck tomorrow. And we'll see you around. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
That's going to do it for our broadcast of game number 2. We'll have game number 3 starting at 4:30. We'll have the pregame show running at 4:15. So thank you guys so much, and we will see you then.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. No portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.